long awaited. The studio tour is finally here. But before we go in there, I'm gonna take you guys back about 2 months ago to the beginning of this whole process. And then at the end of the video, we're gonna be doing the official reveal. So I'll see you guys at the end of the video and enjoy. So yeah, I don't really know what this video entails. I guess we should just start packing up my stuff then. I'm doing my cables in my house right now. Definitely not gonna be an easy process, but all right, let's start packing. Before I dip, I just wanna show you guys what the setup is looking like right now. It's pretty far. I'm gonna have the same desk at the studio, but I'm definitely gonna clean up the cables. Got the SP, my synth, my MIDI, record player, a bunch of random shit on the desk. But yeah, I'm gonna start packing up all this, so pray for me, please, bros. Disaster. Yo, so a lot of this video is actually going to be time-lapse, so I'm just going to come through with the slick post commentary. So as you can see, I was down pretty horrendously, like I haven't moved anything yet, so we got a long way to go ahead of us. Basically what I'm going to be talking about is, you know, the whole process, how I got the place, what I learned along the way, and yeah, just random things, I guess. So I hope you learned something from this video and that it keeps you entertained, because it is going to be a lot of time-lapsing, but I'm going to try my best. So stick with me, stay strapped in, stay tapped in. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Oh, shout out to Lenny. That's Lenny right there, Lenny Burbank. He's gonna help me a lot throughout this video, so you'll be seeing him. And his dad actually built the vocal booth from scratch, so I'm forever in debt to that man, because I cannot tell you how hard of a process that was. You'll see later in the video. So this was the first day of the whole process, and this was over a month ago, like a month and a half. So we've come a long way. And yeah, let's get to it. GG's, boys. Still have some stuff left over, but most of the shit is moved out. I'm sweating my fucking ass off right now. Yo, this shit is, everything is about to fly out, bro. That's my synth right there. That's my desk. Those are all my cables, bro. So here is the room, obviously empty, and I just want to say that I got extremely lucky, because it's a pretty big room as is, and the location isn't the cheapest, so I was just really happy that I got it for the price I did. And I want to talk about how I actually found the room to begin with. So basically what I used was Craigslist, and every day I would just search up music production studio / office available for lease. And then one day, after checking day after day for about a month straight, I found a pretty cool spot that was pretty pricey, but I still want to check it out nonetheless. So I went out there as soon as I could, and I really did like the spot, but the price range was a little out of my budget. So the only option I had was to split it with the dude that was already working there, which I really wasn't down for, so I just ended up leaving. And as I'm dipping, the dude who owns the studio calls me and asks me if I want to see where he's moving into, because it was just next door. And I said, yeah, sure, why not? So he ends up showing me the place, and then I asked him the price. And when he told me the price, dude, I knew that no doubt in my mind that this was the one I was gonna get, because it was just insane. And yeah, I literally came back and bought it the next day. So this is how the studio looked after the first day of moving things in there, which is insane to look at. But yeah, the next day basically consisted of the same shit, just me moving more random stuff in. And I'm gonna warn you guys, there is gonna be a lot of time-lapsing, but I promise you it will be worth it once you see the full reveal at the end of the video. But anyways, I want to get into the reason why I got this space in the first place. All right, so I've been producing full-time since 2018, which is nuts. But I've always just worked from my room. And let me tell you why it's hard to work where you live. Because like, I'll have the studio right in my room, but I also have the PS4 chilling right there, staring at me. And then my bed is also right behind me. So obviously you can see how that kind of creates a problem. And then it's hard to differentiate, you know, work from play. And I think just being able to separate those two, like knowing I have my room when I come back home and knowing I have my own space to make music, it's just gonna help me focus a lot more. And overall, I'm praying increase my productivity, which means more YouTube videos. And shout out to Stevie Wonder too. Sing shit.
Motherfucker.
We forgot to film, but we got a couch.
Chill, film my ass.
Mini fridge, swag, couch, you guys already saw. Got the TV mounted, you feel me? This is the chill area. Then we got my little section. Vocal booth is gonna be right here. That should be getting installed the next 2 days. Records and shit right there. Bass and guitar, which I just brought. And yeah, you see it. You see that cable right there. You should know what that is. Let's go, baby. More time-lapse footage. I want to thank my girlfriend Erin for helping me with this, even though we were literally about to break up mid-installation. And I don't know if I'm just not a handyman or like I just don't have it, but these were so hard to install, bro. We were doing this shit for 3 hours, these tiny ass little drawers. And I used it to set up my record player area, which came out looking great. So honestly, I guess it worked out. And I want to continue talking about why I decided to get my own space. In the past, if a producer or an artist hit me up to work, we'd either have to rent out a studio or they'd have to have somewhere that I can go to. So now that I have my own space, I definitely just have so much more leverage and I can invite anyone I want whenever I want to. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, probably. And it still looks pretty good. You didn't do it alone. Facts. Alright, so now we're on to cable management, something I have never done before. And honestly, I got pretty lucky because the desk I have already comes with like a net. I don't know if you could see it kind of drooping down, but yeah, it comes with 2 big nets, so it made the whole process a lot easier. And then I went out and went to this place called the Container Store, and they basically just sell a bunch of gadgets. So I just bought a bunch of like double-sided tape and clips, and yeah, there it is. Honestly, not the best, but it was my first time. And now we're on to the hardest part probably about the whole process, which was the vocal booth. And I don't know if you've like looked into the pricing of these things, but they're expensive as shit. And honestly, I would have been screwed if it wasn't for this man right here, Lenny's dad. He built this whole thing from scratch and it came out absolutely phenomenal, like way better than I was expecting. And this was easily the hardest process because we had to get these heavy ass doors up the stairs, and each door was like 300 pounds, right? Because they're really thick. And for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to wear my Birkenstocks instead of actual shoes, so I like messed up my back. But I really cannot take off these sandals, man. They're just way too comfortable. But anyways, if you guys were wondering, I paid around $1,400 for all the supplies, and that's compared to like the $6,000 retail that they go for. So it was actually insane, and it definitely was a little bit of a process, but for sure worth it at the end. So I think for anyone that's looking to get a vocal booth, I would definitely try and look for, you know, like a handyman in your area, and then just buy the supplies yourself and build it yourself because you save so much money. So this is how it looked in the early stages. Obviously, we still have to get all the walls up, and I wouldn't say getting a vocal booth is necessary for everyone, but in my case, the room that I have actually does come with a pretty big window. So during the day, we do get a lot of noise like from the street, and I just got lucky, man, that Lenny's dad was generous enough to build it for me. And here I'm showing you guys the insulation we used. We actually used what's called Rockwool foam, which is one of the best for sound absorption and sound isolation. So if I had to recommend any, it'd definitely be that. Here's where we're at so far. Studio is almost done, honestly. Just need the panels to come get installed, which is gonna happen right now. We still have to wrap the outside of the booth up. We're using this little carpet thing, but yeah, this shit came out crazy. Still gotta also put acoustic foam in here. Got the little window. Be looking down as I engineer. So here are the acoustic panels I got installed. They're actually really good DIY options for this, but I actually went with like a private company to go ahead and build them, install them for me. This was the most pricey purchase out of everything I got, but it was definitely worth it because they came out beautiful. And now we're back to finishing up the vocal booth. Here you see it getting wrapped. And all the supplies we use, we just bought at Home Depot, besides the acoustic foam that goes in on the inside. And we decided to go with this dark blue carpet for the wrap, and honestly came out looking great, so I definitely can't complain. And here's the last step of the video before the big reveal, the acoustic foam on the inside. And yeah, I just ordered these off Amazon and they're great, honestly. The only complaint I have about them is they kind of smell bad, and I've literally been spraying Febreze in there every day trying to get it out, but it's not getting out, so I'm low-key stressing. And yeah, man, we made it through all the time lapsing, and it is time finally for the official reveal. You made it past the post commentary, all the time lapsing, all the stupid shit. Now it's time, baby, it's time. So here it is, here's Stellar Studios. Super happy with how it came out. It's not like officially done yet, but it's very close to done. I'm gonna give you guys a little in-depth tour. Right here we got the snack area, so we got all the fire teas. If you ever come over, bro, expect a nice warm beverage. I got the nice teas, every flavor you need. Look at that. So we got this nice little microwave and a little mini fridge. Here's the vocal booth finished. You guys didn't get to see the full product, but here's how it looks. This door would open. Go ahead, Lenny, show them. And this thing is like pretty crazy isolating, bro. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold up. I'm about to walk in there. Tell me if you can hear me. This is the entertainment area. I got a comfy ass couch, nice little coffee table. We got the Apple TV on deck, the YouTube plaque, 100K plaque, swag. We got the Nintendo Switch if anyone wants to work in Smash. And here is the main little studio area. Got my PC, my synth, MIDI. We got my guitars, the acoustic panels. Yeah, that's basically it. Am I missing anything? The blinds? The blinds are cool. Show them the blinds. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for making this all possible. A lot of cool things coming soon, so stay tuned. And one last big announcement. Put the camera on. Official Stellar Studio merch. If you're trying to get as fresh as me, link in the description. There's only 100 copies of it. There's actually only 100 copies. Why do I keep saying copies? There's a limited supply. There's only 100 shirts available. And 20 out of the 100 shirts will actually contain a code for my next drum kit that comes out. So it's a pretty good deal. 20 of you guys will be getting about like $60 worth of value. And we're actually gonna be giving away 5 of these shirts. So if you wanna be entered into the giveaway, all you have to do is follow @StellarSessions on Instagram, comment on the giveaway post, and we'll just be choosing 5 random people. Good luck. And also on the back, we got the little M logo printed. Also for everyone in the Discord, bro, this one is special, bro. This one is special. Just read that. Read that right there. Come on. My fumblers, where you at? Is it focused? Can you see it?
Yeah.
There you go. So, pretty crazy shit, man. And on my wall, you actually see a bass and a guitar. And I've actually been learning bass using Skillshare. Yo, so I want to thank Skillshare so much for sponsoring this video. And if you guys haven't heard about them, it's basically like this really tight online learning community where they have a bunch of instructional videos, literally on anything too, like film and video, graphic design, illustration, and obviously, of course, music. It's also extremely affordable, being only $10 a month, which is actually wild. And the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description will get a free trial of a premium Skillshare membership, which is nuts. And I actually decided to take the bass course because I'm trying to get a little nicer at it. And I love that they split the lessons into tiny little parts. It made it very easy for me to find exactly what I was trying to learn at the moment. Shout out to this dude, Todd Porter, man. I really liked his lessons, and I ended up jamming out a little beat in G major. So yeah, shout out to Skillshare. Yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys. I'm super happy with how it came out. I'll see you soon.